I think humans live to learn. We live to discover, to find out what is wonderful about the world, and then to use that to build on that. And that is the history of humanity, is discovering the world, learning more about it, improving our insights into what the world is, and using that as a foundation to be able to create better things for ourselves. And the only way to create inventions, to make a better world, is to learn what it is today, to be able to learn what it is we can do, to learn what it is. So I believe that learning is obviously the foundation for anything which is good about the world today. But it is more than that. Just in its very nature, even if it's not practical in any way, learning is absolutely joyful. It is about the discovery of the wonders of the universe, of ourselves, and the incredible world that we live in. Learning is the foundation of what it is to be human. From the moment we are born, that's what we do, is we learn who we are, what the world is, how the world reacts. And I think that schools could be so much better than they are, but they are not anything as good as they could be and they should be. I think that there's a whole stretch of our life from ages 5 to 21, or variations on that, where we are spending most of our formal hours engaged in education, which is not necessarily learning. It's really this social adaptation. And I think that there's so much opportunity for schools and education to be truly about learning and discovering the joy of learning. Any school that does not instill a joy of learning is broken. They must change it. And most schools of today do not instill this joy of learning. So beyond that, the world is changing faster and faster and faster. There is no domain today which is not going to be different in 5 or 10 or 20 years. Who we are as humans is going to be changing. So we need to learn, not least to keep pace with the changing world, but also to continue to be alive. The moment we stop learning, we're essentially dying. We are only our history. And a friend of mine recently retired and started doing a PhD, and I think that's wonderful. And we don't need to do that formal education, but just continuing to learn whatever it is that fascinates. It could be woodworking, it could be the nature of the cosmos, whatever it might be. This learning is what is the truest spirit of what it is to be human. So I've been reading a book in particular called The Alignment Problem, which is one of the most important issues around AI. How do we align the interests of AI with the interests of humans? And it is a deep topic, one which I have been strongly exposed to for quite a long time. But this book is also uncovering many new aspects for me of not just the nature of what it is, how we design machines, but what it is humans want. And if we want to align human interests with machine interests, we need to understand what our own interests are, what drives us. And that includes curiosity, love of learning, amongst other things. And the more that we can understand about ourselves, the more we can actually create artificial intelligence that is aligned with us, that can support us, but does serve our purpose in what it is we want to create.